guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another 2025 horror film review. Tonight we're looking at 28 weeks later, The Bone Temple. Or is it this year? I can't remember. In fact, I think it's this year. I think it came out in January. It's a 2026 horror film. Let's have a little look at the edition. So here is the physical release of 28 years later, The Bone Temple, starring Ralph Fiennes. This is the follow-up to 28 years later. This is going to be a standard release, guys. It's by Elevation Films. It's not going to be anything in there apart from just a disc. But I like to give you an option to see what it actually looks like, just so you can make a decision if to purchase it or not. But that is the physical release of The Bone Temple. So it's a basic edition as we expected, just like the other ones, but it's still cool. But is there any special features? So guys, this is the main menu for 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Your extra features, you have The Doctor and the Devil, New Blood, Beneath the Rage, commentary by director Nia DaCosta, Infected Takes bloopers and deleted scenes. On your setup, there's scenes. On your setup you have 5.1 master and audio descriptive. And that is your special features on 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Yeah, like the other one, there is a few special features on there, which is really, really cool. So we won't waste time to get to the story. So this one continues off from where the sort of first one sort of left off. If you remember the first 28 years later, we met Spike and his dad, who's from the sort of commune, living on like a little island off the coast of England, and the dad gets killed. Anyway, he manages to get away with some woman and stuff like that, etc., etc. And then near the end, they meet the Jimmy Savile gang, which is like a gang of horrible people, all dressed like Jimmy Savile, and they're all called Jimmy, and they're led by Sir Jimmy, played by Jack O'Connell. I know it's weird, it's bizarre. You've got Jimmy Shite, played by Connor Newell, Jimmy Ink by Ian Kellyman. You've got Jimmy Jones by Maura Bird, Jimmy Snake by Gaza Al Rafia, Jimmy by Robert Rhodes, and Jemima, played by Emma Laird. And so these are the gang, and obviously Spike, played by Alfie Williams, has joined there as Jimmy. And they're on their normal sort of rampage. We see their story as they're just going around killing anything and anyone they come across. They're just absolutely merciless. And Jimmy Crystal believes he's the son of Satan. He's a Satanist, and he believes that he's taking this sort of charity, as he calls it, from Nicholas himself. And while that story's going on, we cut back to our doctor from the first film, Dr. Kelson, played by Ralph Fiennes, and he is trying to civilize the alpha male, who he's nicknamed Samsung, who in this film is played by G. Lewis Parry. And he's trying to sort of bring him down with drugs, and the alpha Samsung keeps coming back to him because he wants the drugs, but he's getting low on drugs, so he's trying to find a cure for the infection. And does he succeed? Watch that bit of story to find out. And then the two sort of stories combine into one eventually, when they discover Dr. Kelson's bone temple that he's been building. That's what I'm going to tell you. Final verdict. So once again, this was absolutely excellent, just like the other one. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I love all these in this franchise. I think it's one of Britain's strongest horror franchises, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. I think it will probably lead to another one, just due to the introduction of some main characters that we saw from previous ones coming near the end of the film. It's a great story. It's two little stories put together, and I've called it the Duran Duran horror because Ralph Fiennes' character Doctor seems to be obsessed with Duran Duran. He's got a whole record player, and he keeps playing Duran Duran songs. He does play other songs. He plays Radiohead and Iron Maiden, but Duran Duran seems to be his favourite. We have quite a bit of Duran Duran tracks throughout the actual film itself. We have Rio, we have Girls on Film, we have Ordinary World, etc. It's really, really cool, and that's why I've called it the Duran Duran horror. Now, the pluses of this edition: it looks wonderful, just like the last one. It's extremely gory, it's extremely brutal, but it's probably one of the most brutal ones actually out of all of them. And it's a really, really engaging story, and you're just hoping that Spike gets away from this gang, because the whole film he's trying to, and you just hope that this Sir Jimmy gets what's coming to him. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.